Good afternoon, everybody. Colin here with iAquaReviews.com, and this is part 2 of my build. Sorry, it is a mess everywhere in here, because I was putting this thing together. I just finished. As you can see, there's a difference from yesterday. There is one thing on it in this here. This is the touchscreen for the fan controller. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the computer on. You already saw it boot up and everything yesterday, so I'm just going to turn it on and show you this. So it does save your settings from the previous time it was on. As you can see, fan 2 is selected right now. You just touch this and you can switch between the different ones in different temperature zones. I'm going to tell you the speed of that fan. I have them all at 100 right now. There is no fan 5, so it says 0, but it still has the temperature. That's for all of them. If you have it on automatic, it shows you the average. I guess that is. You can control each fan manually, or if you put it on auto, then it does it based on the temperature. And there are 5 temperature sensors that you can stick wherever you want. They aren't part of the fan or anything like that. And then you attach the fan to this, which I'll show you how that's done in a second. But you can, if you tap that, you can set a temperature, which an alarm will sound if it gets above that. That one's only set at 90 because it's a hard drive one. But as you can see, this one gets a little bit hotter. That's at 98. It'll get up to about 96. So I can turn the fan speed up or down. And as you can see, if I do it on the front one here, oops, it does get dimmer and then turns off. Now, the fans have to run at least 40%. So after, if you hit it again, it's just going to cut off. And that does spin faster when you turn it up. And if you have the computer on and you don't want the screen on, you can hold this button and the screen will turn off and the fans will stay on. Then you just tap it to turn it back on. That resets it to factory settings. If you tap that once, it turns the beep off. I don't think it turns the alarm off, just the beep. And also, as you can see, one is filled in because one is selected. See if I change it. So if there's an alarm for one, if you're already on that one, that'll start flashing, the temperature will start flashing. If you're not, then the number, which is alarming, will start flashing. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up so we can look inside real quick, and I'll be back. Okay, sorry for the light, I turned that on for the inside, but as you can see, I unplugged the side panel fan so I could open it up, and as you can see, it is alarming that that fan has failed. If you go to here, you can also see that is blinking. It will not, if the fan gets stuck, I don't think it will alarm, because I tried that. Like if I stop this fan right here, just shove something in it, it's not gonna hurt it. If I shove something in it, it's not going to beep. So as you can see, the fan is not spinning. It might do it with one of these because they... Yeah, no, they just have to, I guess, not be getting powered on or something like that. But as you can see, that it did beep. It just stopped beeping already. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the inside. So you have 2 options the way you can plug your fan in. You can use the 2-pin, what's the 4-pin connector, but it only has power pins. Or you can use the 3-pin, which my fans actually have both. These, they're, what are they? Kingwin fans. They, you can use both. Now, these things right here are the temperature sensors, these little things, and it comes with little tape so you can tape it to wherever you want. The motherboard and stuff like that, which is where I have this one taped. The wire was pulling it off a little bit, but it sticks out on that one. It was on this thing, because that's what it's measuring. But it's ridged up right here, like it raises up in the middle, so it wouldn't stick there well. There's another one on top of the graphics card, which does measure pretty well. The other one's up there in the RAM, and then there's one on the hard drive, and then temp 5 is just in the middle. I don't really use that one. It doesn't control a fan. There's no 5th fan. But temp 3 and 4, which are the RAM and that, control those fans right there, since that's sucking air from this general area. I don't really put it on automatic. I just leave it on auto. I mean, not auto. I leave it on manual. Sometimes I use automatic. It works pretty well. But yeah, temp 2 measures that, and then there's a side panel fan that'll go right. It's pretty much right here, and stuff. But yeah, that's how you plug it in. The control panel up there just uses one. It uses a connector like this that goes to the power supply, just one. So it doesn't take up much room on the power supply. And I'm pretty sure it's a pass-through too, so you can still use that on your power supply, but I don't use them anyway. The only thing it's for is fans. This one sticks out right here for the side panel, and that one's unused. So there are a bunch of wires, as you can see. You can split these apart to spread the sensors around, and then the yellow ones back there, right there, are the plugs for the power for the fans, which I have all back here. Those go out here to those two fans, which you can see are running. The CPU fan is still controlled by the motherboard. So yeah, it's pretty well cooled now. You got this one's blowing air in. The side one blows air in. These two suck it out, and the power supply sucks it out too, which is actually cold air coming out of all of them. So I'm assuming it's working pretty well. So that's the inside of my computer and how the touchscreen fan controller works. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in that fan and show you one more time that it will automatically come back up. So as you can see, that fan did come back up automatically. I did put the side panel back on. You can see that one's at 93 degrees. It'll heat up a little when I start using the computer. But I'm not using it right now, so let's go ahead and turn that fan down a little bit. This computer was run with only this fan, the CPU fan, and the power supply fan. So I'm not worried about turning these down too low. That's at 90. I'm going to leave the two back ones at 100. Nothing on 5. That's just an average again. And then I'm always going to leave this one on 100. That's good. Put it back on 100. But yeah, so that's the NZXT Century 2 fan controller and my final build. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Please subscribe for more.